Florida has a constitutional carry bill that's being discussed in this legislative session. In this video, we're going to take a look at that bill and discuss the implications it would have for you if it was passed into law. That's up next. If we haven't met yet, my name's Jeff Lauder. I'm a licensed attorney based out of Orlando, Florida. I use my unique experience and background in law enforcement to help people navigate life's most complicated problems. If you or someone you care about is in need of legal assistance in Central Florida, give my office a call. If we can't help you out, we'll help you find somebody that can. Florida bills are required to have a single purpose or a single subject. And in this particular case, the single subject is gun control. In particular, this bill would make Florida a constitutional carry state, meaning that there would be no permit required for concealed or open carry of firearms. This bill was introduced by Florida State Representative Anthony Sabatini. Mr. Sabatini is an infantry officer in the Florida National Guard, and he has some really good positions with regards to freedom. First, he believes in constitutional carry, hence this bill. Believes in the legalization of marijuana, or at least the decriminalization of marijuana. And he believes it should not be a criminal offense or any type of fine if you're caught not wearing your mask. In Florida, bills are required to have a single purpose, but that doesn't mean they can only affect one law. So the introduction of this bill, page 1, discusses all the major components of the law. And if you take a look at this, you'll see it deletes requirements to have a permit. It limits the areas in which people are not authorized to carry a weapon. It authorizes non-Florida residents to carry weapons in Florida, and it authorizes the Department of Agriculture to issue reciprocal concealed carry permits. So let's take a look at how this bill modifies what was formerly the concealed carry statute. 790.01, the unlicensed carrying of concealed weapons or firearms. Except as provided in subsection 3, a person who carries a concealed firearm on or about his person into any place described in 790.0612A. Those are all your prohibited places like the airport, the courthouse, government meetings, schools, all of those types of places that serve alcohol. That's more complicated than just saying that, so don't take these as the list. Do your additional research on that. But that's what we're talking about here, is those types of places. Let's get back into it. A person who carries a concealed firearm on or about his person into any place like the airport commits a misdemeanor of the second degree. This statute is flipped on its head. We go from a law not allowing any carry of weapons unless you're licensed to allowing everyone to carry weapons without a license. That right there would make Florida a constitutional carry state. That part right there. So then that begs the question of what happens to the concealed carry permit holders? The law addresses that as well. What would end up happening is the Department of Agriculture would take back your permit and instead issue you a reciprocal carry permit. The idea is if you went to another state that required a concealed carry permit, you would have your Florida concealed carry permit for that other state's approval. The law opens this up to residents and non-residents alike. If you're moving to Florida, you would then turn in your concealed carry permit. You would get one of those reciprocal carry permits. As long as you have a valid concealed carry permit from another state, Florida Department of Agriculture is instructed to give that permit full faith and credit. That's part of this bill as well. Let's go to the open carry statute and take a look at how that's been modified. 790.053, the open carrying of weapons, except as otherwise provided by law, and in this subsection, it is unlawful for any person to openly carry on or about his or her person. They strike out firearm, but they leave electric weapon or device, which is a really unusual thing here. So now under this new law, it would be lawful for you to carry a gun on your right hip, but you couldn't carry a taser on your left hip. The next major section that was modified is pretty critical. Current Florida law provides a list of the lawful purposes for which you can own and use a firearm. This list covers a broad array of behaviors, and it's pretty inclusive. But this current bill would modify or actually add to the list that just owning and using a firearm by itself is a lawful purpose. So you don't have to have a secondary event like, oh, I'm going fishing so I can carry a gun. No, carrying and using of a firearm is lawful in and of itself because you're carrying and using a firearm. There is no further explanation required. And I think that's where we're directing our attention to, the no further explanation required. I don't think this bill has a shot of passing. And that's unfortunate because I would love for Florida to be a constitutional carry state. But I think politics are at play, and I think people are going to put up obstacles so this isn't even heard. If you want Florida to be a constitutional carry state, whether or not this bill in and of itself passes, you need to let your state representative know. If you want help notifying your state representative that you are pro-constitutional carry, click the link down below, give me your email address, give me your zip code. We'll help you write an email to your state representative explaining that you want Florida to be a constitutional carry state. Thanks for watching.